Hello everyone, eBomb113 here with another Mega Construx review. These are the Breakout Beasts Wave 2. They are, as of this moment in time, they are $9.99 on Amazon.com. I have not seen them anywhere in stores. Since it is post-holiday season, stores are usually a little lacking on restocking after the holiday season. So it's not too much selection right now, so I've been mostly buying stuff on Amazon. I saw these on there a couple weeks ago, and it's like, well, I don't know if I can get the full batch of them, because there's 9 new beasts. The original wave, there were only 5, but there were 9 in each box. So there were 2 of each, and there was one, I guess, like rare beast. So these are a little bit different. If they come in a box, they're all 9 different beasts, which I thought it's a pleasant surprise, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying, because you can't really. I guess as long as you get a full box, you can buy the whole thing and get each of the different beasts. But if you're looking for ones in specific, it's a little more challenging. So, trying to think where else to go. So I guess I can just go over each individual one. Just fair warning, this isn't a full review. I don't have either of the new Griffin sets. So I only got 7 out of the 9 beasts for this wave. The other 2 were doubles. I got a double of these 2 actually, the blue and black dragon and the green dragon for this wave. I got doubles of those. So I'm not too sure what to do with them, whether to open them up, make my own beasts out of them, or make a custom out of them. I'm not too sure yet. That, or just if they come to stores, maybe see if I can trade them in for the eagle sets, or the griffin sets, rather. So I'm going to go over each one individually. So, start with the blue dragon in front here first. So I'm pretty sure his name is Ice Blaze. If you give me a second, I'll probably look at the end of the video, or I'll show you the codes for him. So, Ice Blaze, I like him. He's a pretty cool looking breakout beast. He has some nice translucent blue elements. Part of his tail is translucent. The end of it is. His underbelly's like a translucent, as far as I can tell. The wings are completely translucent, which is nice, but at the same time a little unrealistic. But I mean, these beasts aren't totally realistic. That is a new head sculpt, though. This is very nice looking. Jaws still closed, and it has like a. It's a different kind of style head for a dragon, but I like it. Comes in the other silver dragon as well. My only gripe about this guy would be probably the blue armor. It just doesn't make sense. You'd think it'd be like metallic, like a lot of the others have metallic looking armor, but his is bright blue, so I might paint those. Maybe the wings. Wish they could use a little more detailing, like maybe make the actual bone and muscle parts black, and then make like the webbing between each tendril, I guess, like blue. But yeah, that's personal griping. Probably something I could fix with paint, but a pretty solid figure. Probably one of my favorites. I definitely like the black and blue color scheme. So that is Ice Blaze, I'm pretty sure his name is. Alright, next up we got, I think it's Ragnar or Ravager, something like that. So, it's a pretty cool looking dragon. Doesn't have any wings, so I think he's the first wingless dragon. All the others in the first wave had wings, but he's the first one, or one of the, there's another one that doesn't have any wings. But he has the same, I guess, like, aquatic bits that Tempest had. He has some nice print detailing on the back too, so all that blue, it's kind of like he has different colored scales, which gives him a little more personality. Then he has yellow legs, which the yellow underbelly I could understand, but the yellow legs kind of throw him off a little bit. I'm really mixed on this guy. I do like his green color palette. I don't know what's going on, because he has the big muscly gargoyle arms, but then he has aquatic bits, so that doesn't really make sense from an evolutionary standpoint to me anyway. You think he would have one or the other, so he'd be an aquatic dragon or he'd be a big, muscly dragon. I don't know. It's just weird seeing him with like the gargoyle big muscly arms instead of, you know, the clawed scaly bits like most of the other dragons have. But yeah, maybe he's just a freak of nature. Not too sure if that's supposed to be fire or acid he's spitting, but looks cool either way. Pretty solid set. You can probably switch out some of the bits if you're not too comfortable with them, but definitely like that pattern on them, as you can see. Like I said, I'm just confused on whether he's supposed to be an aquatic or a jungle, or maybe he's just kind of a weird mix of both for a dragon, but pretty solid set overall. I definitely recommend him. Next up, we probably have my least favorite. I'm going to go ahead and get him out of the way. I think this is called Spitfire. He's the only gargoyle in this wave that I'm aware of, or, you know, gargoyle-themed guy, but he has the new arms that incorporate, or that are incorporated with new griffin sets. At least one griffin that comes in the set. I didn't get him, but I do like those arms for the griffin. It has a nice feathery look, but I just don't see it working too well with a gargoyle. Then he has a wolf tail. He's just a weird conglomeration of all the bits, and then most of his parts are like a translucent orange as well. So I don't know if he's supposed to be some kind of like powered up gargoyle, or I don't know what his deal is, but like I said, he's my least favorite. Seems like a really odd mix of a little bit of everything. So tell me what y'all think. He's just my least favorite personally. Next up we have Froststalk. So he's the names are a little bit interesting for these waves. I like the names of the first ones, but these names are a little lacking. So he's the other wingless dragon. He does have these new bits on his back. So they're kind of like spikes. I don't know if they're supposed to be like ice spikes or just part of his anatomy. I'm not too sure. But he has some nice iced, like ice blue translucent bits. So it goes throughout all of his tail. I really like this one. The only thing I'm confused about is, maybe not confused about, but the armor bits, or like his helmet right here, just seems off to me. Maybe it's just a personal gripe, but it just doesn't seem like a helmet that a frost dragon would need. Maybe I'm wrong. But then he also has a purple flame. You'd think being an ice dragon he'd have a blue one, but I do like this purple. I think it'd come in handy in like a custom, you know, like Covenant set or Halo set, either one. But I might use that for a custom, and then swap out one of the blue flames, make it look like he's shooting, you know, ice out of his mouth or something. But another one of my favorite ones. I do like him. I'm kind of mixed on the spikes on the back. I thought those were one piece. I didn't realize they were two separate pieces. So I think he turned out to be a pretty good guy. I'd probably trade out his helmet with somebody else and give him some horns. But again, pretty solid set. I like him for the most part. Next up we have, I forget this one's name, to be honest, but he's the purple one. He's kind of a bulky looking werewolf with wings. It's kind of another mix between like a werewolf and a gargoyle. I thought this was interesting. His wings are two different colors. So I don't know if that's just the lighting, how that's looking right there, but that is all white. That is not a glare from my light. So one wing is slightly yellowish with some purple, and then the other one's just purple. So that was an interesting combination. Then the same thing happens on his left arm here. That's some light. Not sure if it's the molding process or if they did that on purpose. I'm not too sure. But he turned out to be a pretty good guy. He's actually kind of reminds me of, there's like a sixth figure from the first wave that his name was Thunder Roar. He was this exact same model, only yellow, I'm pretty sure. So they might have just ran out of ideas on the beasts and just said, hey, let's make a purple one of Thunder Roar, since he was an exclusive figure for the first wave. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then you can wrap the chain around his neck. Get that into focus there. So you just kind of have that dangling there. But I like him for the most part. I'm kind of mixed on the werewolves having the big muscly arms. I think they would have like what Ironclaw had, the white wolf from the first wave, where he had claws. Yeah, fits the werewolf bit to me a little more. But seems like a pretty cool figure. I do like him. Then I'm going to do my two favorite of the wave for last. So this is, I forget his name too, but he's my favorite. I was hoping for a black looking werewolf. Probably my only gripe is he's got a lot going on between the giant spikes on his back and the green armor. Actually, I think he looks a little bit better without all that, to be honest, but that's just me. And then he has the same problem as the purple werewolf. He has these big muscly arms, and he's like sitting, or he walks on his fists like a gorilla or a gargoyle. It just doesn't fit the werewolf theme to me all that well. However, I do like these prints. So it looks like he's been in a fight with another werewolf or something else. It looks like he's like bleeding, or yeah, maybe not bleeding, but he has some exposed flesh. Like I said, those are prints, so those are really nice. I do appreciate that. Then I'm assuming he's supposed to be spitting acid, just based on his lower jaw here. So his top teeth are like a normal, tooth color, so like kind of grayish white, and then his lower jaw, the teeth are green, and you can see like these little bits. Let's see if that'll focus. Where it looks like he's drooling. So I thought that was a cool little addition. So like I said, I think he looks better without all the armor and the spikes. But I guess it kind of doesn't fit with his acid spitting theme as well. But I thought about maybe trading out his arms for ice blazes and then coloring the tips of the claws like green or something, just to fit the werewolf doctrine a little better. So that's that guy. I forgot his name, but he's probably one of my favorites of the group. Then lastly we have Cobberclaw, I think his name is. So he is the silver dragon of this wave. He has the same head mold as Ice Blaze. He does have horns on the back, and then he has blue fire. He is one of my favorites, and he actually uses hunter spines from the Halo line. So like the big hunters, or Mechaligolo, however you want to pronounce them. So if you have any spare hunters, you could utilize those spines for him. So his tail doesn't have any spikes on it. It's just just like a regular club tail, no spikes. But he is my favorite. He came with the new silver slime, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure one of the other griffins that I didn't get came with the silver slime as well. So he's probably one of my favorite. Him and the black werewolf were my favorites from this wave. Then I can't review the griffins because I don't have them. Amazon sent me doubles, which I was afraid of two of the sets. So if I can find them in store, I really don't want to purchase all 9 again, just to hopefully get 2 of the griffin sets. So I might just wait and see what happens with that. These are the eggs. They are green this time around, so I'm not too sure what color they'll use next time. Slime's still the same. If any parents watching, I definitely recommend putting down a placemat or something you're not afraid. It's easy to clean, just because you probably don't want this getting on furniture or tables. It's pretty malleable. It mostly sticks to itself, but if you get a set with if the slime didn't mix right, it can stick very easily to your fingers and clothes and whatever else. So just be mindful of that for parents. So pretty solid wave, I would say. I'll just put out a few here, my favorites. So I'm pretty satisfied with them. I was just kind of surprised to see 9 new beasts. I was expecting them to follow the trend of 5 beasts per wave, 2 in a box, or 2 of each kind in a box, and then like 1 rare or special one. So this was a nice surprise. Although some of the sets felt a little lacking, or they seemed like weird combinations for some sets. So these are probably my 3 favorite of the wave. I just won't deal with him. So tell me what y'all think in the comments below if you thought it was a pretty good review. Sorry I couldn't review the full Breakout Beasts Wave 2. That's probably partially Amazon's fault for sending me two doubles, but I mean, when they're mystery packs, it's kind of hard to tell when the pickers are picking things from locations. I work in a warehouse now, so I know how that goes. Actually, if you give me just a moment, I can show you the codes. So I wrote down the codes. Let that focus a little bit there. So, and then I think I missed a few of their names, but if you just follow the names, you can see which codes there are. As you can see, I have doubles. I have a 70 here and a 70 there. That's Ravagore. So that's that guy. That's Ravagore. And he is, I think the first ones are just like the batch number, but the last ones, the last two numbers should be the set specific. So 70 is Ravagore, the green dragon. Number 66 is Spitfire, the orange gargoyle. 64 is Cobberclaw, which is the silver dragon. 69 is Fierceor, which I think is, he's one of the, which werewolf is he? I think Fierceor is this one. He's the black werewolf. I might have these mixed up. Frostsnarl is 6'5". That's that guy, the frost dragon. Ice Blaze is the blue and black dragon. He's number 6'8". Oh, this is where I got it mixed up. Brimer, I need to re-say that. So Brimer is 6'7". That's him. Not Fierceor is 6'9". I got a little confused there. So that's Fierceor. He is 6'9". Brimer is the green werewolf. He is 6'7". That's where I got mixed up. So you can pause the video if you can't read my sloppy handwriting. I tried my best to show you which one was which. So there are just some of the codes. So if you found these in stores or off Amazon, tell me what you think in the comments below, or if you just want to comment in general. It's been a while since I've done a video like this. Usually can't find new stuff. So this is a nice little change of pace. So tell me what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.